Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I made some PPE or personal protective equipment for BJDs, and this video is intended for adult collectors and doesn't really aim to replace the COVID-19 Public Health England donning and doffing PPE guidance. So in this clip I'm showing you how I adapted PPE to fit the BJD world and BJD dolls or any other dolls. I'm not gonna probably go through every single step, and you'll be able to see everything on the screen. If you got any questions really in terms of certain details of this DIY, please drop me a line or just write a comment and I will try to explain it. The fabric I use for this DIY mainly is very thin cotton, especially for the mask. As you can see, the mask needs to have a bit of pleats on it, and in order to do that you need quite a thin fabric. Because it's thin cotton, it frays like crazy, so if you're using similar fabric, or if you plan to do this, and just choose something maybe less difficult. In terms of this PPE, obviously I wasn't able to create gloves. I was trying to see what I can use for gloves, but the problem is MSDs don't really have a big hands, and I was quite puzzled what can I possibly really use for it. I was considering using the real glove, but then I thought I won't be able to really stitch it or anything, and it'll be very visible and it will be difficult to put on. So let's pretend that in BJD world they're just washing their hands all the time for 20 seconds, singing happy birthday to me. So I work in healthcare and I'm due to be redeployed, which is fine. I'll be redeployed to services I've been before, so that's absolutely fine. So for the scrub, I'll be showing you later quickly what I'm actually doing for scrub set. The reason I didn't show in full details, I really briefly, literally skipped it through, is because there are so many tutorials on YouTube how to make plain trousers and t-shirts. If you Google like BJD pattern trousers, MSD size, whatever size you want to make, loads on Google Images, loads, and then just download and print and use it. Obviously for scrub set you need some white trousers. That's how they really are in reality, so not a really fitted ones or tailored ones or anything like that. Really, the bigger the better, basically. Footwear, I didn't really do anything with footwear, but in reality you probably wear the overshoe, like a plastic, similar to what I showed the disposal sleeve just a few slides back. Same fashion, and the same as a cap, which I think I will be showing later in this video. The visor, which is currently on, is probably the easiest one. I've literally used just a plastic packaging from, I think there was electric lights, the small ones, from Primark, I believe. So I used that packaging. And as you'll probably notice, I use a lot of elastic. So the real visors in real life, they actually have got elastic on the back, and so not a ties but elastic. Because I use the foam as to attach the visor on, I managed to actually sew it on, because originally I glued it, but the glue didn't hold very well, even the strongest one. So I think sewing the elastic to the foam is the best bet. In terms of apron, you'll see it now. I use real apron, okay, so that, but you can use plastic bag, and you need to double it, because otherwise it's going to be quite thin. Well, obviously it depends what type of bag you're going to use, but I think it's easy if it's double, so you have two aprons at the same time. And the pattern for apron is really straightforward. You can possibly draw it yourself and adjust to the to your doll's size. It's a hole for the head and two strings on the side for the waist. That's it. And obviously there is a couple of choices, whether you want to make the neckties or you can even glue the Velcro if you wish. Or you can just leave it without cutting the back for the neck and just take your doll's head off and put it like this on. So for the scrub, I'm just quickly demonstrating. I use the zigzag stitch to prevent my shot from fraying. You can probably use the stop fray or something. It's called like glue. But anyway, you will not see any details on this quick video, because it's literally just putting the scrub together, pieces together. And those actually, I used the pattern, which is one piece. So the sleeves are all in one, so the body and the sleeve all in one, and it's absolutely fine. And the scrub, like I said, they're the most pajama type clothes you can find. It's the most bizarre one in my opinion, but it's comfortable, and that's kind of the purpose of it, I guess. And plus you just take it off once you finish. This I'm just measuring, so this is a cap, and I used the stretchy fabric for it, and that was a very good idea. So currently I'm just creating the channel for that elastic to go through, similar fashion to this protective sleeves, and you just use the safety pin to thread the elastic through. And what I will do afterwards, once it's through, I just stitch them together, the two ends, and close that gap which I left for these two pieces with a stitch as well, or a couple of stitches, depends how big the gap was. And then your outfit pretty much complete. So what I just wanted to say to you, I hope you're all safe and you get through these difficult times, and just at the moment please stay at home. That is a really important message. Stay safe.